makeup. That's because I'm going to be reviewing a new foundation, that is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Do not be confused with the earlier one, that was the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Stay Fresh Foundation. Both of them are different. So this is the earlier one, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Stay Fresh Foundation. And this is the new one, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Both of them are different, but packaging wise both of them are pretty same. The same glass bottle, the same pump is there, like here it's the same pump, and also the cap is also the same red color plastic cap. I really enjoyed using this foundation. This was a very nice foundation with a very full coverage thing. It was very long wearing also. So it was a very nice foundation. Now we will see how this foundation works, whether it is as good as the earlier one or not. It says that it has a very thin and liquidy texture, and also it is sweat resistant, water resistant, transfer proof. It also has some oxygen technology written over here, which means that it is not going to oxidize on your face, which is a good thing actually. It also claims that it is going to give you a very breathable skin-like finish, very natural finish, which means that, and I assume that this is not going to be a full coverage foundation like the earlier one. This might be a very sheer to medium coverage foundation. We'll find out that. And it also says that it is non-comedogenic, which means that it is not going to give you any breakout. And it also has a bit of SPF in it. It has not mentioned that how much SPF is there, but it says that it has SPF in it. It retails for rupees 1200 and you get like 30 ml in this bottle, which is like okay, because almost all the L'Oreal foundations are little on the steeper side only. They are not reasonable, and I think that's okay. Now talking about the shade range, outside India it has launched in like 30 shades, but in India it has launched in only 11 shades. I don't know why it is like that. They should be launching all of the shades in India, because in India there is a variety of skin tone and skin complexions, which is not a good thing to launch only 11 shades, which is like kind of puts me off, and I don't feel good about that. I've got this in the shade 260 Golden Sun. This foundation is a very hyped foundation. There are many people who have been raving about this foundation and say that it is really true to its claims. So we'll see all of that in this particular video. And I'm going to do a wear test today. That is, I'm going to wear this foundation now and I'm going to wear it till the end of the day. And in the end, I'm going to tell you guys whether it is really worth the hype. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's just get started with the demo part. So on one of the side, I'm going to apply it with a beauty sponge, and the other side I'm going to use a brush like this. So we'll see how it applies with both of them. First, shaking it very well. I'm going to take this on the back of my hand, like one pump, and you can see that it is actually very thin and very liquidy. It is just running off my hands, and the shade I think is pretty neutral. It has not got too much of yellowness to it. So on my right side I'm going to use a sponge, and I'm sweating like hell because today is really a very hot day, and I feel that this is a perfect day to test this foundation because it claims to be a sweat resistant foundation also. So let's see how it does on that claims. So this is the coverage that it has given me with just one pump and with the sponge, and I feel it is pretty much very sheer. So I'm going to layer it again and we'll see how this foundation layers. I'm going to use it under my eyes also. I'm not going to use any concealer today. I must say that this foundation layers pretty well. And now you can see that it has given me kind of a medium coverage. It has not covered my spots right here completely. I can still see through them. Yeah, it actually has given me a very skin-like finish. A very medium coverage with the sponge. So now let's move on to the other side of my face, and this side I'm going to use a brush like this. I must say that this foundation blends really well and really very fast. So yeah, this is my other side with the brush. As you can see that this has given me much more coverage than the sponge in the first layer itself. I don't feel like layering this, and I think that the shade is matching me pretty well. Now I'm going to do the transfer test. Before I do the rest of my makeup, I'm going to take this tissue paper and I'm just going to place it on my face and press it like that. And I must say that I'm pretty much impressed, because as you can see that there is very less product on this tissue paper and it has not transferred a lot, which is a very good thing, because I really don't like my foundation getting on my phone while I'm talking. So yeah, in this test it has passed. So yeah, now I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. So yeah, I'm back with my makeup done. I have not applied anything on my cheeks, not even a blush also, and I have not set it also. I've just applied a kajal, mascara and a lip gloss. I don't want to set this foundation because I want to see how it goes without a setting powder, because as it says it is sweat proof, so it should not require any setting powder for my skin type, at least, because I am more of a combination to dry skin type. And yeah, for now I can say that I really like this foundation. It has actually given me a very skin like finish. It is not cakey at all. It had layered very pretty well. And the best part is that it blended out like a dream. So now it is 10:08 and I'm going to come back in like 2 to 3 hours and I'll give you my thoughts on this foundation. I'm going to update you guys in every 2 to 3 hours in the whole day. Hey guys! So I'm back with an update on this foundation, and as you can see that my foundation is pretty good. It is as fresh as I freshly applied in the morning. It's been like 3 hours now. I applied this foundation around 10 o'clock and right now as you can see it is 1 right now. And yeah, the foundation has held up pretty well. I'm loving this foundation for now. The foundation has not oxidized much. It is almost the same color that I applied in the morning. My foundation usually tends to fade off from my upper lip area and my nose area, and till now this foundation has not done that. It is still there. And yeah guys, one more thing, that my T-zone like my nose, my forehead, my chin area are not at all oily. Till now the oil is not coming out and the foundation is absorbing the oil pretty well. And yeah, the foundation has held up very nicely, and yeah, I'm very impressed with this foundation till now. So yeah guys, that's it for now, and I'm going to come back in next 2 to 3 hours and I'll give you another update on this foundation. Hi guys, I'm back with an update on this foundation. I've just now returned back home and right now it is 6:30 or 6:32 and it's been like 8.5 hours and this foundation is still pretty good. It is not that very much fresh as I applied it, but yeah, it's like good. It's doing good. It has not faded off much. It has kind of settled into my smile lines here. I did not do any touch-ups in between. It is as it is like I applied in the morning. And one more thing, it has also got rubbed off from my upper lips, because that happens almost with every foundation that I use. I think I'm gonna keep it like for more 2 to 3 hours and then we'll see how this performs and I'll give you my final verdict on this foundation. So I'll see you back in like 2 to 3 hours. Hey guys, so I'm back with the last update of this day. It is right now 9:24 and I have been wearing this foundation for like good 11.5 hours. That's a pretty long time. I have never worn any makeup or any foundation for such a long time. This is the first time I did that. So yeah, now I'm going to tell you guys my final thoughts about this foundation. So yeah, now as you all can see that my face is not that bad. My foundation is pretty okayish, not very bad like many foundations get after probably after 11.5 hours. But this foundation is pretty good right here. My forehead also the foundation is there. On my cheeks also the foundation is there, and I have some acne marks out here and they are not visible, still not visible, which is a good thing. But yeah, one thing is there that from here, from my upper lips, that foundation has faded off completely, which like almost all the foundation tends to do. I don't know why nothing sticks here. So that's my personal problem. And here also I can see some textures going around, and my face has got a little shiny. So now again I'm going to blot a tissue paper on my face and I'll see that how the foundation is after blotting my face. Guys, still there is not much foundation on the tissue paper. So the foundation is doing pretty good, I'll say. And after blotting, my foundation seems pretty good. If you just ignore this area, then I'll say that the foundation is doing very good. I did not apply any concealer under my eyes, so ignore that also. I applied just this foundation, and foundations are not meant to be applied under your eyes and they cannot stay there because you have a lot of creasing happening over there. I think that this foundation can stay for like another 3-4 hours, but I'm not going to do that. This is my last update and I'm going to remove it now. So if you will ask my final thoughts about this foundation, then I'll say that this foundation is very easily blendable, applies really well with the brush and the sponge both, and this does not settle into your pores also much and into your smile lines also. It gives you a pretty nice finish, and then it does not get oily also throughout the day. That is a very good thing. This wears pretty long time. I wore it for 11.5 hours. In another half an hour it will be 12 hours, which is a good thing. And coverage wise also it is very good. It gives you like medium to buildable coverage. You can shear it down also. It is a pretty good foundation. I highly suggest you guys to go for this foundation. If you're of any skin type, this foundation is going to suit you very well. So yeah guys, that's it for today, and it's been a very long day and I'm really very tired. I just want to go to bed and sleep. So yeah guys, if you like this video and you liked my 11.5 hours wear test of this foundation, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell button right next to it so that you do not miss out the interesting videos that are going to come up. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.